Something I'm learning too, if you can hold it for a big move, it should make up for a lot of little teeny losses. So today I'm going long again. I'm watching it very closely on the open. Here's the high. We got the day chart MNQ. As you can see, we got a ways to go before it hits this all-time high area up here. Good ways to go. It's holding this upper range and it's pushing, but it's an inside bar day, so I don't want to get too happy. It didn't come and sweep the low of the previous day. It came close to it and it reversed and went up. When it was going down, I thought it's going to sweep the low. Here's that red bar. Here's the low of the previous day. I started to short here and it came up. I broke even on the first trade. It came up, it rolled down. I started to short again, stopped me out. And then it started to roll again. It stopped me out. So one break even, two losses, and then I switched positions to go long. When it started to close above the moving averages, I went the other way. And I just added one for two. And that gives me a stop loss with a $250 trade here, $250 risk. One micro down to this level here is $100, 108. So two is 200. I already lost 50, so that's about 250. If it comes down and stops me out, it'll have to sweep the previous day's low. And if it comes down below that after testing, and then going back up, I'll just take that chance. I guess I'm willing to take that chance. So that's is this the hour chart? Here's the hour chart. It would have to come way down here to stop me out. And I'm looking for it to go over the high of the previous day. So that's what I'm looking to do here. All right, so that's my trade. It's nighttime when the market opened, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I started those trades and I finally got situated here. And I'm hoping that it keeps going. So I'll let you know in the morning how it goes. Okay, so I hear my alarm going off. I hear order filled. I hear target filled in the middle of the night. And what happened was we took that trade right here. Finally got a good long on it. And in the middle of the night, it hit my first target, which was target 1. And then, I don't know, I guess I was up for something using the bathroom and I saw it falling below previous day's level. And I just closed the whole thing out for a profit. It was good. I'm glad I did it. Woke up this morning. Everything was going good. Looks like it was rolling back around. So I got long with my stop under these pivots here. And it came straight down before the bell opened. 2 minutes before the bell opened, it just skyrockets down. This didn't even wait for the bell. And it came straight down and stopped me out. But then I got short and we took a little small scalp on it, and we're up about $100. So that's where we're at right now. What it's doing looks like it's going to go down. Here's the moving average coming up, plenty of room to go down to that, and it's either sweeping this level, yesterday's low, and it's just going to go back up, or it's going to. I'd like to see it confirm, consolidate, and continue down for another short if it's going to do that. But we have to see it develop. So right here on the 5,000 tick chart, it's underneath a trend line. It's underneath previous day's level. Let's see if it consolidates. Let's see if it rolls down. That would be a good short if it continues to roll down. What's the 2,000 tick chart looking like? Yeah, it looks like it wants to roll down. I wouldn't blame anybody for taking a short right here, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a good
order filled.
It's a good area to short. I'm going to try it. Keep my stop above this pivot here. Keep my stop right here. Let's see if it continues down. If it doesn't, then I'll just stop out. No problem. Okay, it's continuing. I'm already on break even. I probably should grab my 1-to-1 on it. You never know how far it's going to go. It's already on break even. I'm going to stay on break even. Maybe it'll go down. I break even a lot because I go to break even so quickly, but that's just how I do it. Let's see what it ends up getting here. All right, it's trying to come back up on me here, and we break even, covering costs. That's it, but that's fine. I'd rather, I like to break even a lot. I'll tell you why, because you never know when it's going to run. The problem is, I sure do miss a lot of 1 and 2 times risk rewards. I really do. And those things can add up eventually if you get enough of them. But again, depends on your style of trading. But I'd rather break even with no loss covering costs, waiting for a bigger move right now. That might change in the future. So yeah, it would have stopped me out for a full loss had I been, once it breaks, consolidates below the previous day's levels, comes up and tests it, and then starts to roll down, you have to take that trade. That's like an A+ setup, right? So we managed that pretty darn good. I could have just taken my 1-to-1 on it, but we broke even instead. Another thing I can look at here is it went back up over the top of the previous day's low, and we can see patterns on the 2000 tick chart. That's why I like these tick charts as well as the minute charts, because you can see patterns that you normally can't see. It bounced off of it and it continued to go up. You can get into an over trading mentality, or you can really read the market well and carve it up nicely. Sometimes that happens and you get little scalps in both directions, which I hope to get good enough to do one day. But if I'm going to break even, I do want to cover my costs. So if I break even on the short and I want to get a long, then I obviously got to move my stop to break even as fast as possible. And you could just do a whole bunch of breaking even, which is great skills though. You're trading like that is a great skill to have, being able to wait patiently for a bigger move, but breaking even and covering your costs. I like that. I really do. All right, we'll try another short here. Probably should take my profits. I'm looking for it to go down. It just looked short. I mean, what can I say? Once it starts to consolidate and roll back down, it tested here, but I was anticipating that. They say not to anticipate, but that's intuition kind of leading you a lot of times, experience and stuff, and intuition can be part of your understanding of the market.
Order
I'm just going to
canceled.
take whatever I get here and grab a $78. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to continue. There's times when I would just want to hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it, but I don't know about holding it like this today with going down. I'm much more comfortable holding it if it's going up and the market is bullish. I'm much more comfortable with that. But heck, $78 more from just reading that. I'm grateful for that. I was going to short it way up here because it broke the trend line. This trend line on the 2000 tick chart matched perfectly with this right here coming down on that moving average, and it bounced on that moving average, started coming down. It was a perfect, combination. Now you see why, I want to just grab profits and get it over with. So you never know what it's going to do, but I'm just really enjoying trading today. Something interesting I want to record here. There's a lot of on the 15-minute chart of resistance. You got a trend line, you got previous day's low, you got a moving average, all coming together where price is trying to push up. Now with the NQ, it can bust right through anything. You've seen it just break through walls, but you can't bet that it will. Now if it does, then I'll be looking, if it decides to break through all this, even the 200 EMAs up there, you got a lot of resistance up there. If it were to punch through, I would be looking for the next correction continuation on it. So I'm watching carefully. That's the 15-minute chart right there with all that in the way. And then we have, it looks like a nice trend line break on the 5-minute chart with a little tiny correction here, but you still have all that area to be concerned about. And if it was to punch through though and go sharp, then I'll be looking for a correction continuation. But right now, as you can see, I would have been stopped out on that trade, and it hasn't. It's hitting that area perfectly, and it's starting to get weak. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. If it this might be a good place to short. To be honest with you, right over here, a fake breakout of a trend line break, and then a rotation down. It's been really selling off so beautifully. Every single time has been successful selling this thing, except for this one. And that's why it's breaking these trend lines now. And that's why we're going to be in an area right now where we just got to watch and see the power of it and see what it does. It's either going to punch through, it's going to break down, or it's going to go sideways. I hope I'm not just taking this because, I need to take a trade, but I noticed that it did punch up through. I'm getting ready to get on break even here, which I like to do. as soon as it starts to get profitable. But my stop loss is very, very tight underneath previous day's level. So if it does fail and comes back down, it's too choppy for me. That will be my last trade. I'm getting ready to go on break even right now. There we go, break even. And remember we were talking about it having all this resistance and stuff. Well, it closed above all that, and it starts to push more. So I found something on one of my time charts that gave me
Order filled.
Oh, I got a target hit up there. Or did it hit me on break even? Shoot, it looks like it
Order canceled.
It looks like I broke even on it, I think. Yeah, we broke even on it. But it was still a little bit risky and a little bit hard to take. I took the trade on this time chart here with my risk just underneath that. No, right here, I wanted to watch it. Yeah, see that little pintail came right back down and stopped me out. But target was up here, stop loss was down here. It gets, as soon as it gets over halfway, I like to go to break even. Break even with a little bit covering my stop loss. And sometimes it stops me out and keeps going. Often it does, but the point is to manage my money, protect my money, and to not lose. And we still got a lot of resistance here, so it was a little bit on the risky side. It's more of a B plus setup, not an A plus setup. But if I can manage the risk within reason, then I'll be willing to take those B plus setups. But yep, we just broke even on that trade, so it could be my last trade of the day. We'll see what happens. The riskier the trade, the faster I want to break even. Looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see these pivots, these old support levels, and this is the area it's struggling to get up. You're trying to fight up through the support levels, the old resistance levels. So, it's probably best if I can't get multiple time charts to all agree, and I'm just kind of throwing out an idea and taking a chance, and it's risky. I need to probably just stop trading. So that's it for the day. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.